Alright guys, let's take a look at some of this stuff here. What am I taking a look at? Specifically this zone here. Let's look at news here first. Still in government shutdown. I wonder if Powell speaks regardless of this government shutdown. Huh, interesting. This week also we have core CPI numbers and PPI numbers. I'm wondering if the shutdown will actually give us those numbers here, regardless of the government shutdown is going to be obviously a huge issue because we're not going to be able to get some of these numbers. Obviously, if we have a high report, it's going to be bad for markets. A good report is good for markets here. Alright, let's go back to Dixie here. Let's see what's going on. Alright, what I'm looking for right now is going to be... You have this a break above structure, right? So what does that mean? Extension to the upside. We're going to get a break to the upside. Okay. Two areas under internal structure. You have refine this a bit more. I'm looking at Dixie to run today specifically. That means I believe markets are most likely going to drop here. Okay, what do I think about this here? Let's add the 8 hour back. Let's add 2 hour back. Let's look at daily. Uh-oh. Yeah, SPX is going to drop. SPX is going to come back down here. So this is what we're looking for. I'm looking for a buy zone around this zone. Okay? For an extension to the upside with SPX. So what I believe is that SPX is going to go lower. Now, I want to be very careful here. Because we'll even go lower than this here, but we need a nice extension to the downside in order for us to rally. We really want to check Axiom. Might want to do this here. A 1 to 9 swing trade. That's what I'm looking for. Now, you have break of structure here. Okay. The BOS like that. Obviously, we're going to be going lower. Okay. Now you have a what? Mitigation area here. There we go. Big that area here is going to be already mitigated. SPX is going to sell off today. I would sell SPX today. This thing's going to sell off. Alright. Yeah, this thing is going to sell off. And it's selling off right now as we speak. Already broke the Asian range too. You see that? It's pulling back. Mitigation here to the Asian range to pull down here. Okay, this thing is selling off. I would sell SPX. See that breakout? Right here. Break of structure here. The best sell would have been at 5 a.m. The next sell is right now. It just pulled back here at 7 a.m. And 8 a.m. Mitigated here. It's going to extend to the downside here without a problem. It's going to come back down to these lows and come back down to these lows. The markets are very bearish today. Okay, Dixie is on the upside. So markets are bearish. Okay. See, this thing is selling off right now. Beautiful sell-off, right? Even if you're not in it here, that would be your profit-taking zone. Right, you see that? Okay, now let's talk about NOS here. Same thing, NOS is going to sell off. So you're going to see a sell-off. NOS is a little bit easier to actually see the sell-off than anything. Right now, I'm really not concerned about NOS and SQ and all these other ones because they're pretty much done. Let's see the VIX. The VIX is skyrocketing right now. I am a little bit worried because this thing actually does need to come back down to fill these gaps. Usually when the VIX does fill this gap, it usually means that the S&P is bullish. But today it's looking pretty bearish right now. From this reversal here. Let's look at gold. I was waiting for a big pullback on gold that never came. this actually might be the reversal. So let's look at gold here. See this impulse move right here? Right there. That's internal structure right there. See that? Give me a second, guys. I'm going to check my orders here right now as I'm doing this with you guys. Okay? Damn, gold is starting to skyrocket. The moment I called the buy, man. The moment I called the buy, I knew this thing is going to run right now, so just be aware of that, guys. I knew this thing was going to run here because of this freaking thing. I just got into a buy, man. This is crazy. I just got into the buy. Okay, this thing is still running to the upside here, so I just got into a buy, but this thing's immediately, I was trying to get into a bigger buy. I would just wait if you didn't get into the buy right now. Wait for some type of pullback here into this zone here. Let's look at BTC as we're in this here, because I'm looking at this as a buy completely. And this thing is going to keep running here. Let's look at BTC here. This thing might be making a lower low here. Yep, there we go. Gold's about to break through this. Yep. Gotta wait for that pullback now. Right? I'm curious about BTC because I want to get into a buy, but I gotta be very, very cautious here. If SPX is going bearish, BTC is gonna go bearish here. See that? I don't want to guess the bottom here with BTC, but I just bought some orders here on BTC. Alright guys, I'm just giving you guys my opinion here with what I'm doing with BTC. I just ended up buying some stuff here with BTC here. What are my thought processes right now with BTC? I just bought a little bit here in this swipe of liquidity. Now it can go below the low, that's fine, but I just did a quick test here with a quick stop. Only reason why is because of this specific candle. That's the only reason why I kept BTC. It's an external buying zone. I expected a swipe of liquidity first, even on the 1 hour, this internal buying zone here. See that? I expect a quick swipe. I saw this swipe and then this swipe, and now I'm looking for a potential area to TP here, probably here. Just a quick scalp up to this side. Potentially this side. That's what I did with BTC. If it comes down, it's going to just swipe my stop here. So the risk to reward is there. This is kind of what I did, guys. Quick 1 to 4. That's what I just placed right now. That's what I did. I'm looking at MSRT. MSRT is down. Nvidia is down. Let's look at Coinbase. Coinbase is actually down from our previous area, previous level here. Probably going to fill this zone here. Not going to lie to you guys. We're up at 1.32%. Now it's pulling back. Alright guys. Appreciate y'all. If you have any questions, please let me know. And we will keep this whole thing rocking, guys. Alright, I'm in gold. I'm in BTC. Alright guys.